You know, the Sunken Garden Theater is part of the cultural fabric of San Antonio. It has been here since 1930 and almost 92 years now, and there have been generations of San Antonians that have grown up coming to listen to concerts at the Sunken Garden Theater. You know, my own father went to the very first performance of the San Antonio Symphony on June 12, 1939, when he was 14 years old. That was held here, and he came here to see that, and it is a dream of mine to be able to come to the first concert at a newly renovated Sunken Garden Theater. You know, this is such a historical theater, and a central part of the renovation is going to be to preserve those historical features like these columns behind me and integrate them into a new state-of-the-art performing arts venue. We still feel like this park is the gathering place for the entire community, that it is fitting that a venue of this quality be in Brackenridge Park and part of the fabric of the most significant cultural park in the United States. And in order to preserve this historic venue for future generations, investments have to be made. And the money that is spent to renovate this theater is going to pay dividends for more generations to come.
Hello, my name is Kirk Feldman, President and CEO of KBF and Associates. The following video is going to give you some information related to the redevelopment plans for the Sunken Garden Theater in San Antonio. Within the mission of the Brackenridge Park Conservancy is the redevelopment of the Sunken Garden Theater. The venue will become a world-class outdoor performance theater with a historically sensitive design, first-class amenities for artists and patrons, and welcoming to the very best performing talents in the world. The theater will attract visitors and San Antonians alike, nourishing souls with the vibrancy and fun of great music in a safe and beautiful environment. The venue is centrally located in the heart of our city, accessible to all. The theater is located in Brackenridge Park, bordered by Alamo Stadium to the northwest, the Japanese Tea Garden to the northeast, and the park itself to the southeast and southwest. The venue occupies approximately 3 acres in the 349-acre park. The current conditions are substandard, leaving the venue unusable to most professional touring attractions. Combined, in 2018 and 2019, 180 touring productions bypassed San Antonio for the lack of a proper facility of this size. The theater has suffered from nominal local usage, substandard facilities, inadequate staging and power, outdated dressing room facilities, temporary restroom and concessions facilities, and non-compliance with ADA codes. In support of the revitalization efforts, the Conservancy commissioned a number of supporting studies affirming the need for a mid-sized venue, self-sustaining operations, ample parking, traffic plans which can protect nearby neighborhood interests, the cost of construction, and substantial economic impact. The proposed revitalization seeks to restore and renovate the Sunken Garden Theater into a state-of-the-art outdoor theater. The venue will feature 7,000 seats, 5,900 of which are fixed seats and 1,100 lawn seats, an enclosed stage house, a massed timber roof covering most of the seating, 48 to 60 annual concerts, 185 to 230,000 annual attendance, self-sustaining venue operations, and diversified programming for all San Antonians. In examining the current inventory of venues in San Antonio, it is notable that our city has no mid-sized venue. Shown here is the gap that exists between the 4 largest and 4 smallest venues. It is this positioning that makes the redevelopment of this venue so compelling. Because of its central location, which is easily accessible from all corners of our city, the Sunken Garden Theater is well situated to host a wide variety of attractions. Whether it's comedy, Latino, R&B, hip-hop, country, pop, rock, or world music, the venue will offer something for everyone. The revitalization will provide for a historically sensitive design, including a beautiful expanded venue entrance, 2 landscaped concessions plazas, ample permanent restrooms, permanent concessions facilities, specialty food and beverage kiosks, fixed seating under cover, elevator and ramp access to the lawn, enclosed stagehouse, enlarged and improved dressing room, and a loading dock with bus parking. An expanded entrance to the theater will serve to make ingress and egress safe and efficient. The entrance will feature a wide entry plaza, professional box office, patron health screening, touch-free ticketing, and LED marquee displays. The venue will further feature a mass timber roof above the seats, an enclosed stagehouse, restoration of the Grecian colonnade and historic structures, a restored waterfall feature behind the stage, a restored outbuilding house left, tremendous sightlines, LED lighting fixtures throughout, closed-circuit image magnification video screens, and an ADA-compliant layout. Additionally, the design includes permanent concession stands in plazas on each side of the stage, specialty food kiosks, permanent restroom facilities, health and security facilities, an elevated lawn seating area, and lawn concessions facilities. The projected cost of construction includes $56.1 million in construction costs, $5.9 million in soft costs, for a grand total of $62 million. The budget includes $7.6 million in contingencies and escalation. The economic impact of this project is profound. The redevelopment of the Sunken Garden Theater is projected to generate nearly 1,000 full-time equivalent construction jobs, generating an economic impact of $111 million, and 171 full-time equivalent jobs annually from operations, with an annual impact of $18.2 million. Combined, the economic impact for the first 10 years would be $239 million. This includes retained local attendees no longer traveling to Houston, Austin, or Dallas to see shows. Sound attenuation is an important area of focus for this project. Currently, the Sunken Garden Theater has no physical improvements that serve to moderate sound emission. Accordingly, the Conservancy instructed the architect to provide a conceptual design that includes improvements known in the industry to have beneficial attributes to minimizing sound emissions. The major design improvements include an enclosed concrete stagehouse, mitigating 360-degree sound emission currently occurring, an absorptive roof over the audience seating area serving to compress and contain sound, a sound attenuation barrier located along Alpine Drive to further mitigate sound emissions, absorption panels located on the rear wall of the venue designed to minimize slapback echo, and a permanent sound mixing position to manage sound output. Successful and efficient traffic and parking management is important to both the venue operations and nearby local neighborhoods. A comprehensive traffic management plan, consistently enforced for all theater events, will be implemented in coordination with the San Antonio Police Department, the Park Police, and the San Antonio Zoo. Community input in this process is important. The plan will seek to protect the River Road Neighborhood Association via managed access and advance notification. New traffic patterns will create the primary park entry point at Stadium Drive, away from the St. Mary's and Hildebrand Streets intersections. Forced routes for ingress and egress will be utilized. A citywide show-by-show communication campaign will direct attendees. Controlled and staggered parking lot loading and unloading will speed the process. In conjunction with traffic management is the efficient loading of parking spaces. Available parking spaces within 1/3 of a mile total 2,976. Additional nearby spaces, including spaces served by shuttle, raise this total to 5,671. This is an abundant number of available spaces. On average, projected theater attendance will be approximately 3,875 patrons. 10% of these patrons will utilize ride-sharing services such as Uber and Lyft. Attendance will vary show by show and year by year. Parking demand on average will be for 1,200 parking spaces. Peak demand for parking at full capacity will be 2,100 spaces. The current inventory of parking spaces, including the new 600-car garage located on Tuleta and Stadium Drive, affirms the ability to safely and efficiently park all theater patrons. The redevelopment of Sunken Garden Theater will be an asset to the entire community, an economic generator, and the source of fun-filled memories for generations to come.
You know, this is the People's Park. It is the most popular park in the city of San Antonio. And this is an amenity that sits inside of the park, and we want to bring back the amenities that historically were here. The Conservancy is working hard to do Sunken Garden Theatre. We're working hard on all the original rock walls, some of the buildings that are collapsing. We're trying to provide more public space, more places for people to be able to recreate. So this is just part of the knitting back together of what was already here. We're not looking in Brackenridge Park really at this particular point in time to do anything more than restore it. It's a fantastic park, but it sees over 1.5 million visitors a year. And frankly, it's overloved. The Conservancy wants this park to be a very, very special place for all San Antonians. We want to renovate all of the wonderful things we have. This is one of our largest facilities and be one of our largest single projects that are available. So we need the support of the San Antonians to get behind this, to get behind the arts, to get behind the architecture of the facility itself, to get behind the history. We have the support of the city, we're getting the support of the county, we have support of business interests and the Conservancy and charitable interests as well. We need all of San Antonio to coalesce around this wonderful theater, this park that everybody uses on a regular basis. This is the People's Park, and we need the community to buy into the People's Park, to buy into its renovation, to buy into its rehabilitation, and this is one very, very important element of that.